You've met this person multiple times, and right now, their name is just not there. Not on the tip of your tongue, not anywhere. Your brain didn't misplace it. It never bothered to store it. And here's the part that's going to genuinely annoy you. That's not a bug. That's a feature. 1987, researchers McQueenie and Ellis ran a dead simple experiment. Same photo, two groups. Group A, this man is a baker. Group B, this man's name is Baker. Days later, Group A remembers it easily. Group B, mostly gone. Same word, completely different recall. Why? Because Baker the job activates a whole network. Bread, flour, 5 a.m. alarms, your weird sourdough phase during lockdown. Your brain has handles for it. Baker the name has nothing. No hooks, no context. It just floats there. And your brain, which is running approximately 86 billion operations a second, decides it's not worth the RAM. This is called the Baker-Baker paradox, and it explains why you can describe someone's entire personality from a 10-minute conversation, but completely blank on what they're called. But wait, it gets more specific. When you meet someone, your working memory is already juggling, reading their face, monitoring your own voice, calculating eye contact intensity, deciding if your handshake was too firm or not firm enough. Into that chaos, someone hands you an arbitrary sound, their name. There's a psychological phenomenon called the next in line effect. When you're socially anxious, you're so deep in your own internal monologue that you process maybe 40% of what's being said to you. The name arrives, finds no available space, and gets dropped immediately. You don't have a memory problem, you have a preoccupation problem. There's a difference, and it matters, because you can fix one of them. Here's what I've noticed testing this across different people. The worst name forgetters are almost always the best at everything else memory related. They remember why someone said something, not just what they said. They remember atmosphere, emotion, the specific energy of a room 3 years ago. They remember the face perfectly, just not the label attached to it. That's because their memory is associative and contextual. It encodes meaning, not metadata. Names are metadata, pure arbitrary metadata with zero inherent meaning. Your brain isn't underperforming, it's just ruthlessly prioritizing, and it decided the name was noise. The question is, how do you override that? Two things. Both work. Neither requires a course or an app. One, immediate active recall. The second you hear the name, use it out loud right then. Sarah, good to meet you. This isn't just social nicety. You're forcing your working memory to actually process the sound before it evaporates. You're making the brain treat it like information worth encoding, not ambient noise. I tested this for 30 days. Name retention went from embarrassing to genuinely functional. 2, build a bridge. Connect the name to something already in your mental landscape. Their name is Marcus. Your childhood friend was Marcus. Done. It now has a hook. No obvious connection? Make one up. Weird works better than logical. The more ridiculous the association, the stickier it gets. That's not a metaphor. That's just how encoding works. Here's the thing nobody tells you. The people who forget your name but remember exactly how you made them feel, those are often the most emotionally intelligent people in the room. Their brain is built for depth, not indexing. You're failing at the single least interesting thing about a person, the arbitrary sound their parents assigned them before they'd done a single thing worth remembering. What you remember, the real texture of who someone is, that's what actually sticks. That's what actually matters. So stop calling yourself forgetful. You're selective. Your brain just has high standards for what counts as signal. If you want to actually test your own memory encoding, I have a protocol for that. Drop memory in the comments and I'll send it over. And if you're new here, I test productivity systems and mindset frameworks so you don't have to waste a month figuring out what works. Subscribe. New video every week.